father told me that no, that's not you. Are you sure? And I said, yes, I'm sure. Of course, I'm sure. What do you? And I went to that college. It was very weird. I didn't like it at all. It was too professional for me. Everyone was just too serious. Everyone was just into their projects or whatever they were doing, and I just didn't enjoy it. I was there for a week, and I told my father, "You were right. I can't do this." Uh, and then I went to the college that I studied out of, which is Kamla Nehru College in Delhi. I did psychology honors there. My first year was a lot of fun. I met all these amazing girls. It's an all girls college. I met all these amazing girls, and I missed the ragging period, so that was chill. And I just I made some friends for life over there. So I remember the first year was a lot of fun. Like I was relieved. Oh, okay, this feels like college. Okay, this is good.
Okay, Vibha is asking, what's your philosophy in life?
That's such a serious question. I think my philosophy in life would be to not take life too seriously.
Right. Okay, Smita is asking, secret behind your hair and your beautiful skin.
Honestly, no secret. I wish there were secrets, then it would be even more beautiful. This is given to me by my mother, my genes. I was born in Jammu. I've been told when I was born, I was like marble. I was so white. I'm nothing like that now. But yeah, I think it's all a hangover of what I've had when I was born. But yeah, I wish I could, I think I should take myself a little more seriously and have even better skin and hair. But nothing. I just try to preserve what I have. So I really value what I have. I have decent skin and I have decent hair. So I really take care of my hair and skin. I mean, now I've started coloring my hair, but I am close to, like, I've lived half of my life. I've done college, everything. I did not color my hair ever. So I colored my hair. I think 2 years back for the first time. I never let any fad, anything touch my hair. I was like, no, my hair is sacred. So, but now I think it's fine. Up, yeah, I think it'll not go anywhere now. So. And my skin, I do a lot of home remedies, guys. So if you really want to know what I do for my skin, I make sure these days I'm at home. When I'm shooting, when any actor is shooting, there's no time. Just like all of you, when you guys work, there's no time, and you probably can do things on a Saturday, Sunday. Right now I have time, so I make the most of it. I definitely put either a mud pack one day, or I'll do a cotton pack the next day. और हमारे घर में दाल होती है, आप दाल पीस के लगा सकते हैं, इसको बेसन में मिक्स करिए, मुल्तानी मिट्टी. Then there is curd. Curd is so good for the skin. Put it in the morning. Scrub your face once in a blue moon because it exfoliates it. So all these things, just take things out of your kitchen. You'll have so many things, you don't need to go anywhere.
Okay. This is an interesting question by David Kanduja. Your first punishment in school?
I don't know. Oh, my first punishment. Going to school? I can't remember my first punishment, and I'm sure I was a teacher's pet, like, for punishments. I don't know. I think I was a very naughty kid. I was a bit of a rebel and naughty kid, so I may have been punished, class ke bahar khade ho jao or something like that. But I have been punished to the extent, like, once I grew up and I was in my older classes, I've been suspended. Yeah, not just me alone, all my friends together, we've been suspended for being hooligans. And I remember this one time something very funny happened between me and my friend. She took my papers and she added my answer sheet in her answer sheet to gain extra marks because she thought our handwriting matched. But our very brilliant physics teacher, he caught it and he told my friend, come to the principal's office. And then I was made to hide.
Right.
And I remember my mother was called to school for this. And I was not at fault, right? I mean, technically I didn't do anything. My friend took the sheets from me. So my mother came and she had all the reason to tell them, my God, I can't believe you're calling me to school for this. You can't take care of the children in school. So it was quite funny. Like how everything just turned around. It was funny.
Okay, lovely_sunshine. She's saying, are you planning to visit Iraq and Kyrgyzstan someday?
Call me, I would love to come.
Okay. Anshi2115, I want to ask your favorite childhood game.
Wow, my favorite childhood game. So okay, the one thing that I've never forgotten, and this may be very very weird, but I think जो चीजें weird होगी वही याद रहती हैं, and this has sort of stuck with me for years. We used to catch ladybirds.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think I did that every day, and it's not a game, but I have that memory very loud and clear. I even have a little, potpourri, like that little bowl with a girl with ladybirds around her, and I bought it only for that reason because it reminded me of that memory, and it never leaves me. Like I still remember that ladybird walking up on my finger. Apart from that, obviously हम पिट्ठू खेलते थे दिल्ली में और क्या बहुत बहुत Delhi games, पिट्ठू स्टापू, so yeah.
Okay. Padmaja is asking, at what age did you start your acting career?
At what age? Did my psychology honors, post graduation in events and marketing, worked with Shamak in the events company along with dancing. Then I started working in Zoom television, again in the events department. So I did a number of things. I started producing shows for them. I styled a lot of anchors who are now actors. I styled them back then. And then eventually I became an actor. So I think I found it, like I found that, okay, fine, this is what I love.
So you have a lot of Maryada fans here.
Okay.
So they're saying you look very awesome in Maryada and your acting was amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
So which has been your favorite work till now?
Every work that I have done has been my favorite because I mean, if you follow me and if you follow my work, you will know that I don't work for work. I think because I've chosen acting and it's not something that I'm doing just to pass my time every day. I understand and respect the commitment acting needs. It's not something, it's not a 9 to 5 job. You can't treat it like that because then you'll burn out and you'll also not, you'll not get the best out of your own self. So whatever roles I've done, I can really proudly say that I love them all because at that point, that role taught me so much. Every role I did, be it Maryada, Savitri, Go Apna Sa. Before Maryada, there were many shows. I did a lot of shows with Yash Raj when they were coming out with shows on television. I was doing Seven, Rishta.com, Lagi Tujhse Lagan. I did that time. There was a time I was doing 3 shows together. It was just, I didn't even have a car at that time. I had nothing. But I was very proper. So I had my tiffin, I had my vanity, I had everything with me. I would walk like this in my auto, and then I would go from one place to another. So I think I just went with the flow. It was never really about this is not so good and that is good. Everything, I enjoyed everything, and I still do.
Okay. So Paras is asking, apart from Asura, any new show?
No, nothing new. But I'm in talks every day for a new show, and which is really, I'm very, very happy that I'm at least considered. There were some films. So these are things that an actor lives by because you do only the projects that you do. You can't do everything that comes out. But last year, I will not name those films because it just doesn't make sense. They didn't happen for me. But 3 big blockbuster films, and I was called to test, for very important roles in them. And I was so happy to see the films and be like, I'm glad I was at least, considered. And, these people called me. So, when something good happens, it will happen. Right now, I'm waiting for Asura to come out because I want the web space to open up. For me, I'm a television actor, but that's how people see me. But you're not that. I'm an actor, so I'm really hoping that the web space opens up and they become more, sort of okay with actors of all mediums because they're good actors.
Right. Okay. There's this compliment for you. Your voice is very nice. It's such a madhur swan.
And the one who's interviewing me, her name is Madhu. Thank you.
Okay. So, what do you prefer, singing or dancing? I mean, considering you're a dancer.
I love dancing. I think dancing is second skin, but I love music. I really enjoy music a lot. I'm not a singer. I mean, if it was between singing and dancing, I would say, chalo, I have dancing as a skill a little bit. I'm not trained professionally. I mean, I was in school and college, but it's been so long I've not kept in touch with the skill, the craft. But yeah, it's there in me. It's there. That beat is in me. I pick up dance very fast. But I love music. Music is with me every day. I can't do without music. And I love singing, but it's not for everyone. It's only for me.
Okay. Okay, a Kurdish fan, the one who said that when are you visiting, she's saying, how can your fans contact you when they visit India?
You have my email address on Instagram. You can contact me, and although I do have a team that takes care of the emails, but I also see the emails. So if your email catches my eye, we'll connect.
Okay. Okay, Sana is asking, how did you start your acting career?
Okay, I just spoke about that. I was working in Zoom television. I was handling the behind the scenes. I was working, in the events team, in the programming team. I was churning out shows with my team, learning from them. I was styling anchors for Zoom. And at that time, I have done a promo for. I think it's a it's a story I've told so many times. Everyone knows it. But I did a promo for my promo team, and they wanted to save money for a model, and they had a really good camera. They had a film camera, so the setup was great, and they wanted someone, and they just asked me, and it was about that promo was about girls trying to make it big. It was like the story. It was a show which was about. Come together and make something of yourself, something like that. And so it was quite, I could do it because it was about an ordinary girl who becomes extraordinary. They obviously did hair and makeup, that's how you become extraordinary in a shoot setup. But I did that, and that sort of got circulated. And DJs, production, Dia and Tony Singh, I think one of the best producers of television, someone in their team saw it, and they called me for an audition for my first show, Chume Jiare, which was about dancers in an academy. It centered around this girl Gia, but it was about her friends and everyone. I was playing her best friend, and I just had a ball. I learned so much. I had Joyshri Arora, the veteran actor. I learned so much. I just took to her, and I was like, take me under your wings, and yeah, I just loved it.
Okay. Shilpa is asking any best and funny moments on this show you organize?
Lots. I mean, all the scenes that Sudeep and I did, where we had to, we were always fighting. But we had such great chemistry between us. We had a great understanding of how to work between us, both him and me. That it was very, we used to just laugh because we were just always hitting each other. We were just pulling each other, throwing each other. So it was pretty funny, okay, calm now, pull me, throw me, what are you going to do now? Let's do something different. Why don't you like hold my? So we used to come out. We used to come out with different ways to trouble each other. That was funny. And what else?
And
Best moment. I think best moment would be every time you gave a great scene or a great shot. I think that would be, so if that's every day or that's once in 2 days, but that would always be my best moments because that's what I went there for, to play this part, and it was a very, very difficult, challenging part. Um, and yeah, so it was too much fun playing the show.
Was it very difficult when you had to make RT for the show because you didn't want to play on screen?
Yeah. It was difficult because I loved playing the part, and I was very, very disappointed that they didn't they gave up. I know the reasons why they gave up, and why they had to take the leap. It was because my character was going down very well with the viewers, and they wanted the positive actor characters to sort of rise, but people were loving me and Sudeep so much together that it was a problem for the channel. They're like, "Gadbad ho rahi hai. It's not what we want, but people are loving you." Because I was the wife, I was playing the wife, so obviously Indian. Yeah, the television audience, they prefer the wife over anybody else because they'll be like, "Chahe jo bhi ho, she is the wife." So I was sad that such reasons we had to pull my character. I mean, we had to do whatever we had to do for the character. But I no regrets. I was happy when I was saying bye bye because I knew that every day on that show I gave my 200%. I really did. I gave it my all. I was always on my toes with the character, from the way she looked, from the way she, act, everything. So yeah, I gave my everything and I was very happy.
Okay. So since you also worked with Shama, so any form of dance that you were trained in, Lenu's only is asking, apart from Shama.
Apart from Shama. Yeah, I was trained at Shamak. I was trained in Western jazz. I did Afro jazz. That was my favorite, modern jazz. So we did a lot of jazz and jazz variations in Shamak. We did Bollywood when it was summers and summer funk and all of that would happen. But mostly, yeah, a lot of I did few classes of ballet also. We had someone come down from abroad. I don't remember if it was Paris or US, but someone had come down. And I was too young. I was in school, so I don't remember too much. But I do remember that I learned all these forms of dance. But if you don't keep up, then you can't say I'm trained. It's not like you have the certificate, so you're trained. You need to keep practicing. But yeah, it's there in me. It's there in my blood.
Okay. Juvelia Asad is asking your favorite holiday destination.
My favorite holiday destination. So I'll be honest. I'm quite. I think India is beautiful. I really believe that. I mean, as much as Turkey is on my mind, and so many countries are Paris. I'm definitely going to go to Paris. I feel like that city is just calling out to me. I feel I'm some French inside me. I'm very French in my head and the way I live and the way I look at life. But I feel India is so beautiful. Whatever I've seen of India, it's always marveled me. और अभी तो देखी भी नहीं है पूरी country. So I think the whole world is beautiful, but India for sure, for sure.
Okay, Lopez underscore Matt. We've seen you share a good bond with Varun and Sanaya. Can you tell us how did you guys meet and bonded?
So I know Varun and Sanaya through my brother. My brother Ridhi Dogra is an actor. They've all done this Pyar To Kya Naam Tu together, and they are they were really good friends when I met them. And I don't remember the first time. I think I must have met them at our birthday parties because my brother and I have a day's difference in our birthdays. So since childhood, we've been doing our birthday parties together. And I think the first time I met them was at a birthday party that we both had together, and his friends were there and my friends were there.
Okay, Mohsin Shivangi underscore Angel. One thing that you always keep with you.
My house keys. And okay, water. Okay, I'm obsessed with water. That's one thing I keep with me, even if I'm not at my place, I'm somewhere else. Whoever I go to, they are so aware that I love water. They'll give me a bottle and they'll be like, "Here, this is your water." So whether it's right now, it's really hot, but I'm always I don't know. Maybe I'm too thirsty, or I just love water. It's my favorite drink. I've understood it by now. I think I realized that okay, water is my favorite drink. I can't do without. I have to see a bottle of water around me all times.
Okay, Sejal is asking, how do you keep yourself fit, considering you're so fit?
I work out a lot. I love working out. I've developed a love to work out ever since I did Khatro Ke Khiladi. So before that, I hated it. It was always a task. It was too much of a deal. Like I was like, oh my god, you have to go to the gym or whatever. But when I started training for KKK and I saw the results and I just saw the strength I had and the fitness and the fact that I could eat anything if I just worked out. And now it's become more, now I not just work out, I go for a walk every evening for an hour and a half sometimes. I swim, I'm going to go swim maybe tomorrow or something. So I always like I like to do some physical activity, because when I don't do it, I realize that my energy levels are just very low. I can see I can tell the difference. So I like to have some physical activity in a day for sure.
Okay. Darshan is asking your favorite co-active today.
all all everyone I've worked with has taught me a lot.
Right.
Everyone, I mean, I can't pick one. Everyone.
No problem.
I'm trying to see if I really someone comes to mind. But no, everyone has really taught me a lot. Recently, I worked with Arshad sir, Arshad Barsi,
Yeah.
and Barun. Uh, but it was fun working with Arshad sir, because he'll kill me for calling him Arshad sir, but it's okay. Because he is, we've seen him. Like my first day of shoot was with Arshad and Sharif, who was there in Filmistan. If you guys have not seen that film, you must go and check it out. And I'm standing between these two actors who have such great comic timings, and we're doing a very intense scene. And I'm like, I don't know. So he was brilliant because he's so nonchalant. He doesn't wear his, the filmography he has on him. Like, you just look at him and you feel like, wow, that's how an actor should be. He is a star, but he's also so chilled out, and that's amazing.
Okay. Someone is asking one favorite role that you wish that you could have done. One role that you wish that you could have done.
I could have done. I mean, a lot of life is ahead of me, and there are a lot of roles I would love to do. But I don't have a role I would love to do. I think anything that challenges me, it can be anything. And when I say challenges me, I mean it. Like, it has to be out of my comfort zone. So I can't even think of. Like when Nisha came to me, I couldn't think of a woman like that I would play someone like that, but I did. So something like that.
And any final message for your fans?
Thank you so much for asking questions. Thank you so much for taking out time, and thank you for being with me on this live chat. And it's summer's on. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself, of the kids around you, and have fun, eat a lot of mangoes, and go swim.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.